All right, right now we have the Kobalt Wet Tile saw from Lowe's. This unit comes with a moving tray. This right now is a 24-inch tile. GFCI plug that I'm going to be plugging in shortly. So what this does, if it, you know how the GFCI should work, so you can use that. Comes with a huge wet tray with a pump and a laser and LED lights. Okay, and so right now we have the Kobalt Wet Tile saw from Lowe's. I'm going to cut a piece of tile and I'm gonna rip it down the middle. Right now I have the pump on. If you want, they have a little laser sight, and they also have an LED light if you're working at nighttime, which is on. So that's a pretty cool feature. So I already have the pump on, so you can have the pump running continuously if you want to. There's a button to press on the side. So the first thing I'm gonna do, of course, for number one safety, is have my safety goggles. I'm gonna wear my Kong safety gloves, just in case. Some people may think it's a little overkill, but you never know what could happen with power tools. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you can see one time this thing got hit with a grinder. But I use these Kong ironclad gloves. They're pretty good. So right now I'm gonna turn on the blade. See what happens. Well, that just happened. So what it did is it wanted to eat it. Lost a little control of there. But let's see if the tile got cut. Wanted to eat that tile real nasty. Yeah, I wasn't able to get a full cut. So let's take it back. And I'm not gonna edit that out, even though it may have been my fault. I'm gonna leave it in there, because you know what? I'm not a professional tile cutter. Okay? This is real world things happening right now. I'm hoping that it didn't mess up my cut. Make sure I still got my 4 1/4. Yep. So my measurement's still on. It's still on. 4 1/4, 4 1/4, 4 1/4. And I still gotta cut this to 4 1/4. So my measurement's still good. So that's why I like to wear my gloves, in case something crazy happens. Now you never want to start the blade, you know. This is not really a tutorial on how to cut tile. This is usually just showing how this is working. It's a review. Turn it back on. so it looks like I have to lower the blade a little bit. I don't know why it doesn't want to cut. It cuts over here, but doesn't want to cut over here. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to adjust the depth. Let's see what happens. Just a little bit. There we go. I'm just adjusting the depth, making sure everything's tight. For those of you who are beginners trying to use this like me, just let you know, if you don't know what you're doing, you figure it out. So you can turn off the pump, and that's it. I got a nice clean cut. Now the cool thing about this machine is that you can clean off the tile, and I'll show you that. The machine, here you have a pump only button, and of course that's to turn on the business. Here's the pump, here's the tray, and then here you have a valve. Now what this valve does allows you to select which one you want. So right now I'm going to select this little guy here, and what this is going to allow me to do when I turn on the pump is to switch from the blade to this. And what this is so I can clean off my tile as soon as the water pump gets. Oh, you got to make sure that it doesn't get kinked. See how it's a little kink there? It'll mess up your pressure. It's a little kink, but anyways, you can clean off your tile. See, which is pretty cool. Clean it off. I'm sure if this little kink wasn't there, that my pressure would be a little bit better. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to cut this zip tie off. Let me switch this over. I'm gonna go get a cutter, cut that off. Alright, so I'm gonna snip this. My little Kobalt snips. Throw that out the way, and then get this to where it's not gonna bunch up. There we go. It's even, there we go. So you want to make sure that that's not messed up. All right, where's my little squirter? There we go. Clean off this tile. It doesn't give you a lot of a pressure, but I mean, that's enough, look. And this is just recirculated water. All right. If you wanted to clean a certain section of your workstation. Now there's a scrap piece. I'm gonna clean it too, because I keep the scrap pieces, put them to the side just in case I may need this piece or this piece, you never know. So I'm gonna put this scrap piece to the side, clean the workstation. And that's how you do it. You want to switch it back, you just do that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. So here we go. That's the final result. I'm gonna turn off the light and the laser, and that's what you get. Nice clean, just like this side. It means a nice clean cut. Kobalt Wet Tile saw from Lowe's. This is a fully foldable, movable with wheels unit. It does sit up high because of the saw part, but I'm gonna do a full review on this and cut some tile, which I already did, and we'll see what we can do from there. All right, so right now I'm gonna cut another piece of tile, so I'm gonna give it to you from this view. So of course I gotta put on my safety gloves. I'm using the Kong safety gloves, iron clad. All right, now I gotta find my safety goggles. And we'll go ahead and turn this bad boy on. go. Now I'm giving you a view from this angle so you can see the amount of runoff from the pump. So this is something that you of course want to do outside. So, you know, this is what it looks like when you cut a few tiles. It's going to make a little bit of a mess, and make sure you always fill up your water. But I mean, overall, compared to the other tile saw that I've used, this saw does really well. I mean, your workstation is high, which I like. I don't like bending over because I'm fat and being on my knees. So right now, it's about 3 feet from the ground. And the only reason why I put wood underneath here, if you notice, I put wood 2x4s underneath this side, is because, of course, this is a driveway and it's slanted. And in order to get the right level of water in the tray, you know, it needs to be level. So that's the only reason why I did that. But your workstation's about 3 feet, which is comfortable. You know, the whole thing is about, from the handle, you push this back in, from the handle to here, it's about 4 feet. So I will do from the wheel. From wheel open is about 4 feet. And then I'll show you a video once I'm done cutting all these tiles about this thing folds up so you can roll it away and put it away real nice and easy. Here's what it looks like with a piece of tile on it. And you can kind of see how the whole thing looks, the whole mechanism. Let me turn this pump off. These are the handles that you'll move it with, and you press here and it'll lock up, close up, and roll in your garage. Well, you don't want to. So as you can see right here, it has 2 buttons. One of them is for a LED, which you can kind of see. The other one's for a laser, which I'm using right now. You can see. Now, if it's not accurate, you notice that the laser's not cutting, you have a little dial here that adjusts the laser back and forth. Alright, so I'm done cutting 4 pieces of tile, and what I have are 4 perfectly cut pieces of tile. Now this is the cutting edge, well, the edge that was cut. I mean, they're all stacked together. It looks beautiful. I mean, I'll give you a closer look. You know what I mean? Oh. Not too bad. Chipping is really not too bad either. Like I said, I'm not a professional tile guy, but this is going to be put in my house and it looks good to me. Very nice. 4 pieces cut beautifully. The machine is powerful. And it will cut tiles. And this is 24 inches long by 8 inches wide tile. Ceramic. outside. As you can see, the sun is down and it's pretty dark out here. Already got mosquitoes screwing around. So here's the mosquitoes coming out like it's no tomorrow. So right now, here goes the laser and the light. If you just want the laser, you could turn the light off. But that's what it looks like at nighttime. And I'm gonna cut my last few pieces of tile and that's it. All right, so it's a little dark now, but it's all right. Here's the unit. So I just want to show you how to close it up and how to clean it up. So right now it's filthy, so I'm gonna go ahead and first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty out the tray. Now on the bottom of the tray, sorry that the lighting kind of sucks. At the bottom of the tray there is a plug, which is right here. And that plug, you just pull it and all the stuff goes down. All right, so we'll wait for that to happen. Just go ahead and disconnect it from power. And I'm gonna squirt the whole thing down. Real easy to clean. Clean tools are happy tools. Go ahead and squirt everything down. So that way I can purge the pump. So I want to be able to purge the pump from all this stuff. So I guess the easier way would be to remove this whole tray, which what I'm going to do. I just wanted to show you this here. So in order to remove the tray, you gotta disconnect this pump, slide the tray out, dump it, squirt it. Get all the, I like to keep everything nice and clean. We're still gonna have to purge the pump a little bit. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So in order to purge the pump, you gotta have fresh water. Now if you're gonna be using this day in and day out, I mean, you don't have to purge the pump. But me, it's probably gonna be a while since I use this again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and purge the pump. I already cut a whole bunch of tiles today. So to purge the pump, I'm just going to run some water here. Fresh. Turn the pump on. And then I'm going to switch the valve to that little other valve. I'm gonna switch the valve so all the nasty water comes out of here and out of there. We can turn these off. Get all fresh water coming out. Once you purge the pump, I'm fold it up. I want to purge this nozzle, and then I'm also going to purge behind the blade. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this way, and this is all fresh water. Now the blade pump is purging. All the lines are clean. If you want to turn it back to this one, you can run fresh water into this one, and if you wanted to get all little delicate areas, you know, you can kind of get a little delicate areas with this thing instead of using a hose. All right, so everything looks good. Make sure the blade's clean. Blade's clean. And I'm gonna fold it up. Go ahead and close the unit. I'm gonna disconnect it from the power. And on the back side here has a little power cord wrap. I'll wrap it up. All right. So I already wrapped it up on the back. There's no power to the unit. It's all clean. Now, don't worry if there's remaining water in here, because as long as this is secure, once you close it up, it's gonna drain out. Now this thing right here, there's a little locking mechanism on the other side. Lock it in place. I'm probably just gonna, there you go. Push it in. This cord is nice and neat. So now it's locked. You can't lift up on it. There's a little kick nozzle there, a kick thing there. And you're just gonna slowly close it up. There's a little kick plate. That's it. And you can do it one hand if you wanted to. That's the whole unit. That's the whole thing. Doesn't take up much space. I mean, if we want to move it, we can move it. That's it. Sorry about the camera, man. It's a little late today. But that's the whole unit. I'm going to pull it back in my garage. That's it. You can even work on it like this if you wanted to. You don't want to, if you want to work it in a shallow area. And now it comes with all these, an extra blade. It comes with this. Okay. So comes with some more trays. I didn't hook up those trays. We could hook them up. Trays to extend your workspace. So if you wanted to extend your workspace, that's, you know, it's pretty much how it goes. So if you want, there's 3 different pieces. So I know this one goes, I believe this one goes here. I should have figured this out before I started. Anyways, I know this one goes here. I don't even know how this works, but anyways, it comes with some trays. We'll figure out how it works in a second. To lift up the unit. So if you want to lift up the unit, you're just gonna go like this. You're gonna press this little button there. Okay, that little button's going to allow you to push down, and then you're just going to push down and pull this wheel, locks into place, and that's it. To put on these panels, so in order to put on these panels, and I guess these are like little splash guards, so what you're going to do here, you're going to take this. Now I didn't use these earlier because I was outside. I guess if you had to use this in a situation where you are inside for some particular reason and you needed to protect your work area, so the way these work is they interconnect together, okay, and they're all labeled. So this one's number 3, this one is number 2, and this one's number 1. So that has like a little notch. There's little notches here, okay? So this one we're gonna go ahead and put there. Initially we'll put this one first, and this little notch is here. And then this one connects into this one, and it protects it from splashes. There, so I guess it's to protect it from splashes and whatnot. So what I'll do is I'll grab the hose so you can at least see what kind of splash resistance you get. So everything kind of just channels it back. Kind of just channels back. So if that blade is kicking up anything, it's going to stop it. And everything channels. There's a channel here, and then everything channels here back into the drip tray. So I didn't use it, but if you wanted to use this, I guess you could. More stuff to clean. But that's the part of the system. So overall, it's not too bad. It's a nice system. Sorry I got late, but it's whatever. So do I recommend this Kobalt tile saw? Yeah. Did everything I needed to do today. I give it a thumbs up. 10 plus. Everything, all these panels do fit back into this little tray. And then this one just slides out. Of course, the last one's gonna give me a problem. But anyways, everything fits the way it should. I'll fold it up, put it in the garage, and wait for my next project.